Do you know who Killer Mike is?
Yeah, Killer Mike. I fuck with Killer Mike. He a spitter from Atlanta.
Yeah. Do you know what he did to the whole
No.
time while he was working to put his album out? You know what he was doing?
What?
He was cutting hair.
Oh yeah. I think he had made it like
That
an
fool was
inter.
cutting hair. You know what Lil Jon was doing?
What?
He was a manager at a fast food joint.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They were real
Yeah.
people. They were real people.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, if everybody that was on the corner selling drugs was able to go and like make a rap label, there'd be, or be able to be like a big time rapper, there'd be a lot of big time rappers. You know what I mean? But the thing is like, in the end, at the end of the day, those people they're selling an image. That's not who they really are. You really think
Yeah.
you really think Lil Jon's like that? Lil Jon's probably chill dude that just you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, who made money off of like a restaurant
an
business.
image, an image. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all he did was just he just worked hard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But a lot of people, it's easy to overlook that in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, because
I mean,
everybody's supposed to be like a drug dealer.
right? Well, even like R. Kelly. You know what R. Kelly did? You know what R. Kelly used to do? R. Kelly he was from Chicago, and then he'd go to Venice Beach, and he would sit on Venice Beach with his little piano and play his piano. And people would gather around because they'd be like, "Oh my God, this guy's
That's a smart
amazing."
hustle.
But you know what I mean? But he would just do that, street performer, and it's actually it's actually a if you go to like I'm trying to think what's it called um, well, there's a lot of places you go to, but like San Francisco, you got to the pier in San Francisco. Like it's kind of crazy if you go out there because there's a bunch of people that are street performers, and all they do is they make people laugh. You know what I mean? They do.
Yeah.
They perform right on the street, and there'll be 100 people sitting there watching them. You know what I mean? Out of those 100 people, there might be one or two that'll be like, "Oh man, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw him some cash." You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they put it in a bucket. They'll put the money in the bucket
Right.
like a hat.
Right, and like, I'm not sure if you've ever seen it, but if you go on the internet, there's like people who do all different types of street performing. I saw this one where there's these dudes, and this dude, and he was doing it he had like all these different buckets, like Walmart buckets and shit, and he had some drumsticks, and you know,
He got money off of it.
yeah,
Like J. Cole, he wasn't like a drug dealer. He was just this kid who was spitting knowledge and wisdom in his raps, talking about like his
sure,
lifestyle, how it affected him emotionally, how his dad really not being in there, and his mother having a hard time paying the bills, working a
right,
job.
right,
Like the same with Kanye West.
right. You
But
know, and the thing is that like, even Kanye West, you look at Kanye West, you know what Kanye West was doing? Like he was producing, and, and he was, he worked a bunch of different like jobs because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are. You got to pay your bills. You got to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Sometimes people like I had a friend who he was so much, he was so dead set on like, oh man, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna be a rapper, and and he's like, yo man, all I do is I smoke weed. And that was his image of being a pothead, hanging out with a bunch of stoners. You know what I mean? And in the end, it's kind of like, well, like at the end of the day, well, who are you really? Like that person, like whoever you're trying to pretend to be, that's a character. You know what I mean? That's a character. It's not a person's not real. You know what I mean? Like, and you can sell the image of that's who I really am, but I'm like, well, right, but whenever you're around your friends and your family, you know what I mean? Like, are you really? Is that who you really are? You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, no, of course not. But some people, but it's an image. You know what I mean?
some people think you have to fake it till you make it. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I mean, when you look at it, it's kind of like, you don't, nobody really has to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because there's a lot of people. Like my friend was all sitting there telling me of like these rappers that, some white rappers, some black rappers, and a lot of them, it's kind of like, uh, I'm kind of like, man, is that guy really making like that much money? You know what I mean? like if like the image of who he is, oh sure, and it's like yeah sure, if he's like selling drugs and you know what I mean, and he's able to like do that right now and not get caught, and like he survives a way to like be safe and keep it foolproof and everything, then it's like good for him, you know what I mean? But it's like the odds when you look at the odds, you know how like odds, but you know they're based off of statistics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The statistics are, you know, like if you're talking odds if you're talking odds um like betting, then at the end of the day,
Yeah, like some rappers get paid to sell drugs and then make it, but those are odds that a lot
sure.
of people can't actually do. Is
Well
that what you're
right.
saying? Yeah.
Well right, because there was this guy that Dollar Bill and he like he like came into the club when I worked at the club, and it was like a couple weeks after he came in, he was like in a mall in Atlanta, and he ended up getting shot and killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like on some like it was like some gang shit, but it was shit that happened a long time ago. Up until then, he
Was he
wasn't
light
really,
skinned?
huh?
Was he light skinned?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I heard of him.
light skinned dude. And it's kind of like damn, you kind of look at it in the end, it's kind of like or like some guys. There's some rappers who are in prison for murder because that's who they really
Yeah.
were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like when you look at it, it's like you know, uh, Jay Z could be Jay Z talked about hustling and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, was that really?
Who he was at the time. They say Jay Z was selling a lot of drugs, but he wasn't rapping the way that he is right now.
No, I mean, it's funny because like with Jay Z, I just heard that uh, like a lot of his friends, like a lot of his like Beanie Siegel. Beanie
Yeah.
Siegel wasn't even a rapper. You know what I mean? Or like they like Beanie Siegel would rhyme. You know what I mean? But like,
He was more of a goon.
yeah, he was just one uh of what's his name's of what's his name's boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Benny Siegel was like from Philly, and Jay Z is from New York.
Right.
So Jay Z must have had to connect to get to like Benny Siegel.
Right. But but like basically me and Seal basically fell ass backwards. You know, like it wasn't like he was like, oh yeah, like a lot of people were, everybody had a niche, you know, where they were like
Big time
um,
drug dealers.
drug dealers or like, I mean, you name it, you know what I mean? Like they had some type of like Master P was, he was running like a business. He had a bunch of barcodes, and you know what I mean. And like he was able to like prove, oh yeah, well, me and my people sold this much, and
Actually have people that can vouch for him. Is that what you're trying to say?
well, yeah, but he, he was basically able to be like able to show that like he was legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was official, certified.
Yeah, that he actually like made the sales and
Did the crime.
yeah, right.
Probably did the time. Yeah, but what if Jay Z was like one of those truths that? What if Jay Z was one of those dudes who actually got away with doing what he was doing? I heard one time
Well, sure.
he was like out of town and he was recording this song with one of his buddies, while his two buddies that he used to hustle with
Right.
got caught up and they actually got jammed up.
Right.
So it's like,
Well, I mean, even if it did have, like people can have association. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, people could be like, oh yeah, well I've done, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, because it's like I don't want to say like, oh yeah, well, you know, Uh, but it's like, like in my neighborhood, there's a few fools who, always wanted to hustle. Like there's a couple of Italian kids that I grew up with. That like I have no idea what their affiliation was, you know what I mean? But all I know is that like some of these kids, they always had weed, they always had X, they always had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like there was even a big like drug ring, but like a lot of those kids never needed to sell drugs like ever, never needed to do any of that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is like at the end of the day, it's like some of these dudes, I mean, I don't know, dude could have been like, any of those dudes could have just been like, you know, I wanna, uh,
Hustle to get these shoes.
right,
Yeah,
right,
like even though
or,
I don't need the money, I still want these new shoes that mom can't get.
right, and so
Yeah.
and so sometimes it's like, I mean, that's what people, if they want, that's what they want to do. Then it's kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
like for a lot of people,
Some hustle because they have to because of the struggle.
sure, absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
and then like most people I've ever known in Arizona never had to hustle. You know what I mean? It was because a lot of these people at least had some of the people I knew. My friend Chris, who's one of my best friends, and his birthday's today. Um, he'd be 36.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he was alive, you know what I mean? And like that fool, he that fool never needed to hustle. You know what I mean? Like all he never needed to do was go to school. And as long as he went to school, he could go to school full time. His parents would have just like supported him, paid for his apartment, helped pay for his car. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing with him is like, you know, and the thing with a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. He's not the only one. It's not that simple.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
some people want to become drug dealers so they could be like entrepreneurs.
Sure.
Because like once you're a drug dealer, you get all the money to yourself that you gained. I feel like some of these drug dealers don't want to go to jobs because they get told what to do. And a lot
Right.
of people who are entrepreneurs, they don't get told what to do. They wake up when they want to wake up.
Sure.
I'm not saying that getting a job is wrong or
Right.
selling drugs are wrong, but
Sure.
I'm just trying to see from different points of
Right.
views.
Right.
Trying to see what from different point of views.
Right. But
So, oh my bad. I'm sorry.
No. Oh no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I'm like trying to say is that when we work a job, half the money that we work hard for get taken out of our paycheck because it got to go to taxes, right?
Right.
So basically, I feel like some of these people's state of mind is like, fuck that. I need all my money.
Sure.
And with the person who got the job, he may be like, well, I can get money the right way and not get caught and not end up in jail. So it's two different people with different lifestyles because they have different perspectives on life.
Right.
So what would you say about that,
Well, yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right on the two different on the perception of two different
Lifestyles.
Yeah. But the thing is that like once again when you're looking at